Very new track. How was it for you?
Different, very different to anything I've driven before, really, to be honest. The intensity that this track gives you and the thrill and the adrenaline is something that I haven't lived a bit since my Macau days, you know. Yeah, very different, very intense, very high speed, very close to the walls. Trying to get the turning points right just before brushing the wall on the insides. It's quite crazy out there, but it looks like so far everyone has stayed safe today, and hopefully we can keep it the same way going into tomorrow and Sunday.
How difficult was it going into the first session, knowing how to set up the car, and then how many changes or how big changes did you have to make within those two practice sessions?
Yeah, one thing that helped a lot was that the track had a lot of grip, you know, and the tarmac is fairly new, and this new tarmac was giving us a lot of confidence, a lot of grip. So yeah, when the tarmac has a lot of grip, let's say, it's a lot easier to set up the car, and you don't have to think too much about the balance. You know, you just drive. The tire keeps getting a bit better, and we didn't have to play too much with the balance. So overall, a fairly simple day in that regard. A very difficult day from the driving side, trying to adapt to this kind of circuit.
It's a very long lap. Was the soft tire holding on all the way through the lap? Because we saw some comparative times on the hard and on the medium.
It's very peculiar also with that, where the soft actually gets quicker with more laps, but also does the medium and the hard, and by the time you set a good lap, all three tires are very close in performance and on lap time. At least this is what our theory says. I think there's going to be quite a lot of people playing things in qualifying to see what tire they're going to start the race with, because all three compounds look very close to each other in this track because of the new tarmac.
How confident are you going into tomorrow, not just with your battle with McLaren, but just with overall pace?
I feel relatively confident. I did a good build-up through the day, you know, getting up to speed very little by little, and the pace has been there all day. There's just different compounds, different fuel loads that we need to analyze to see who is in front, who is behind. But at the moment, it looks like another very tight battle with Alpha Tauri, Alpine, and Alpine. McLaren and ourselves, no? So it looks like from fifth backwards, it could be a very tight fight, like it's been like it was in Qatar actually.
How did you find it out?
It's challenging. It's quite the difficult one to get everything right. I got into the rhythm very quickly, so that was good. But in the evening, we struggled a bit. So obviously, we start to try different things, and we had a feel for the car. And as I said, in the evening, it was a bit more difficult. But overall, it's a fun track. It's very quick. No room for error, so it's a nice one.
And how are you feeling in the car? Are you feeling confident in the car on this track? And are you expecting any particular challenges tomorrow?
Mixed. This afternoon was very good. I felt very confident. This evening, less so, because naturally explore the limits a bit more. But I think we tried a direction with the car that maybe didn't work in our favor. So now we need to see and hopefully make the right decision for tomorrow.
What are some of the challenges that you're expecting tomorrow? You said that it is a bit challenging, no room for error, but is there anything else?
Put everything in one lap. Obviously, it's a long circuit, and there's not that many corners because a lot of them are just flat. But still, there's no time for a break, and that makes the track quite challenging. I mean, it's quite smooth. It's not bumpy, but timing will be crucial, obviously, to get a clean lap. And as I said, to get everything into that lap.